In this lecture, I will discuss about the shearing force and bending moment diagram. The point A to C having 1.5 meter length and A to B have 0.5 meter length. Has subjected load at point A is 1.5 kilonewton and B is 2.0 kilonewton. Find the shearing force and bending moment diagram. Before doing some, we have required some assumptions. So shearing force and bending moment. Shearing force in downward direction is taken as positive. Bending moment in clockwise direction is taken as negative. Shearing force in upward direction is taken as negative. Bending moment in anti-clockwise direction is taken as positive. So the force in downward direction is taken as positive, when the force in upward direction is taken as negative. First of all, find the shearing force at point A. Shearing force at point A on right hand side is 0. Shearing force at point A on left hand side is 1.5 kilonewton. Shearing force at point B on right hand side is 1.5 kilonewton, and shearing force at point B on left hand side is 2.0 plus 1.5 is 2.0 plus 1.5 is equal to 3.5 kilonewton, and shearing force at point C on right hand side is 2.0 plus 1.5. 2.0 plus 1.5 is also 3.5 kilonewton, because there is no left hand side, only right hand side at point C. This is the value of shearing force at shearing force of this diagram. After shearing force, we find the bending moment. Bending moment at point A is, इसका फॉर्मूला था फोर्स इंटू परपेंडिकुलर लेंथ. सो बेंडिंग मोमेंट एट ए इज फोर्स है 1.5 into, there is no length required, so this length is 0, and the total bending moment is at point A is 0, and bending moment at point B is negative, and they force 1.5 into length 0.5, and this is minus 0.75 kilonewton meter, and bending moment at point C is 1.5, because there is a total bending moment 1.5 into total length 1.5 plus 2.0 into 1.5 minus 0.5 is 1. So bending moment at point C is, this is यहाँ हम इसको सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. 1.5 1.5 5 25 2 7 5 1 2.25 and 2 plus 4.25. Bending moment at point C is 4.25 kilonewton meter. This value is put in the diagram. So draw the diagram. Shearing force at point shearing force at point A is 0, on right hand side, and left hand side is shearing point is 1.5. Shearing force at point B on right hand side also 1.5. So this is line in parallel to the axis. This is a 1.5, and shearing force at B on left hand side, right hand side 1.5, right hand side 1.5 and left hand side is 3.5. So this line is drawn like this, 3.5 kilonewton, and shearing force at point C on right hand side is also 3.5. So this is a draw at 3.5 kilonewton. This is a positive value. And bending moment, this bending moment at point A is 0. A is 0, and bending moment at point B is 0.75, and bending moment at point C is 4.25. This line is drawn. एक स्लाइड बना देंगे. So this is a question of shearing force and bending moment diagram. So thank you for watching this video. This is also a negative value.